Hey guys, this is Amy with Recipe Tryouts, and today we're trying a garlic, honey, and chicken recipe that will go from the stove to the oven, but it is, again, all in one pan. So, let's get started. Y'all, so the first thing we gotta do is preheat our oven. So we're gonna preheat it to 400. And start. Okay, now let's get our chicken and pan. Okay, y'all, we have our chicken here. Now, as you can see, this piece actually still has a bone attached. So we are going to try to get that out. Where's try to get it out without slicing our hand open. As always, using gloves, just because germs. Okay, so we'll just set that aside for right now. And bring our chicken back. We'll just check, make sure and check for the others for bones. If you find it in one, you might find it in another. And they're good. So, what we're gonna do next is get our salt and our pepper. We're just gonna season it a little bit on both sides. Salt and pepper. Flip them over and do the other side. This is a really good, tasty, kind of like, it's sweet but not sweet, which is cool. Because it's just got a little bit of honey in it. Doesn't have any like processed sugar or anything. So that's really nice. Okay, guys. So now we have those ready. So let's get them in our pan. Okay, y'all. So in this pan, what we're going to do is we are going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we're going to sear the chicken on both sides to get it kind of crispy on there. So while that melts, this recipe also calls for a lot of garlic, y'all. There are 6 cloves of minced garlic, honey, onion powder, butter. The butter has to be salted, brown sugar, some garlic powder, dried oregano, and onion powder, and a little chopped parsley if you want to garnish it with anything. I personally don't garnish unless I'm having guests, so there really isn't much of a need for that. Okay, guys, so when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the pan you're using is oven safe. That means temperature to at least 400, since we're using 400 degrees. And also make sure that there's no rubber or anything on the handle. Make sure it's an all metal pan. That way you won't end up ruining your pan. So now that that butter is melted, let's just go ahead and cook this chicken. Now this recipe calls for 6 people. I'm only using, 6 pieces of chicken. I'm only gonna use 4 just for time's sake, and because I don't have the room in my pan for 6 pieces of chicken. So we have 4. Now you sear them for 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and then we're gonna take them out and get the sauce ready. Okay, guys, it's been about 2 to 3 minutes. So let's just go ahead and turn these over. We got nice, pretty color. Turn them over. And don't worry about them not being cooked all the way through at this point, because they will do a lot of their cooking in the oven. Okay. And another 3 minutes, and we'll be good. We'll start the next step. So guys, while that is cooking, what we're going to do is go ahead and cut up and dice our garlic cloves. You get to see my amazing cutting skills again. Yeah, I know they're not that great. I don't care. They work for what we needed them to do, right? Right. And it looked a little funny, so dogs, you're not getting any raw garlic. Garlic is bad for puppies. So, as usual, Just gonna kind of haphazardly slice this, hopefully without cutting my hand.
Mommy. What? Is that onion?
It's garlic, bud.
Well, what's cooking in the oven?
Nothing yet. It's gonna be the chicken. Okay, guys, so we're gonna finish slicing this garlic, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we have reached our 3-minute timer. So we're gonna get a plate to place the chicken on while we do everything else. And we are just going to make sure that we have a good browning on the side, and we do. Okay. This one I might let sit just a couple minutes longer just to get it nice and brown on there. So with this, we're also going to be making some jasmine rice just to have something to go with it. And I'm also going to be making some, like, doing some frozen vegetables or something, because I don't have the fresh ones to make right now because they're expensive. So, off we go. That is looking much better, isn't it, guys? So, after this, we're going to get another tablespoon of butter and add our garlic and butter to the pan, getting all those pieces of the leftover meat on there. Then we're going to add the honey, the brown sugar, and the oregano. And then we're going to put some onion and garlic powder on the chicken while it's waiting for that to get done. And then we will put it in the pan and it will roast while we make the rice. Okay, turn that off just a minute. Holy crap. Okay, so now we have our chicken on our plate, so we're just gonna set that aside and get going with the rest of it. Okay, y'all, so our chicken is off the pan, so now we're just gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder. And don't worry, it will still flavor the chicken. I should have done this step at the beginning. Sorry, my onion powder's a little janky, but that's okay. It's okay. So we're just gonna kind of, there. Okay, now let's get on with our sauce. Okay, y'all, so now that we have our chicken properly seasoned, we're gonna turn this back on to medium. Drop in our tablespoon of butter. Bloop. Then add the garlic that we chopped up. This is all 6 cloves. It happens. It's supposed to be minced, but as we all have noticed, my cutting skills suck, and I'm cool with that, so I'm just kind of cutting it as we go. Let's just kind of throw it in there with it. Okay. We're gonna saute that around until the garlic gets fragrant, meaning you can smell it like a lot. You know, kind of like what anything garlicky smells like. So, yeah. Let's just get this going. Sorry, the dog just needs to go back in there. Okay. Garlic is fragrant. Y'all get. Dang. So since the garlic is fragrant, we're going to add our other ingredients, which is the honey, the brown sugar, and the oregano. hope my honey is liquefied enough. It got kind of crystallized in the cabinet because it's cold in our house. So we'll need, let's see, a tablespoon and a half of honey. So we'll do the, oops, yeah, that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but okay. This is a half tablespoon, and here's the tablespoon. If it's a little more than whatever, it's fine. Ain't gonna hurt. And then we need the brown sugar, which is what? How much brown sugar is this? Quarter cup? Cool. Got my quarter cup right here. It doesn't say that you need to pack it or anything, so just, you know, about a quarter cup. There you go. Then the oregano. 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. Yeah, I think I got enough. That's the problem. Alright, we'll just pour it in, whatever. One. Two. Okay. So now, that stuff we're going to stir around and combine it all and get a nice, pretty yummy glaze for the chicken. Now our oven has reached 400, so we're just gonna leave it there for right now. Okay, so everything looks to be pretty smooth, except for that garlic, which is fine. So then the next step here is to get our chicken. Put it in there. Oops, turn it off. Put it in there. Kind of get it on both sides a bit. You know, just to make it a little extra tasty. Okay. And the last piece. Oh, come on. You're being a turd. Let's scoop some of that. There we go. Okay, so the heat is off. Chicken is in. So now, we put it in the oven for 25 minutes. Middle rack, straight on in, no covering, nothing. Timer, 25. Start that. And now we're gonna make our rice. Okay guys, so there's just a couple really, of little tips that you might want to consider when buying cookware. So copper is the best conductor of the heat. And sorry guys, it's been a long day. Copper is the best conductor of heat, so if you can get a good set of copper cookware, then go for it. If not, try to find something that has a copper like insert liner thing on the bottom where the fire goes so that it can conduct your heat. And also try to make sure that you're reading the directions to your pots and pans. I know. It seems weird that you have to read directions for pots and pans, but you do. Because some brands of pots and pans you can't do over high heat on the stove. You have to set it at medium heat at the highest because it has the copper in there and it's so conductive that it'll hurt it, it'll ruin it if you put it on high heat too much. So I try not to do that with my pots because they have that copper line in there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I don't know if you can really see it there, but right down here there is a line of brown in the pan, and that is the copper that is conducting the heat. So you have to heat it on medium, that way it doesn't get too hot and ruin the pan. Always make sure that your pans and your pots are being used correctly, because you don't want to have to like keep buying new pans and buying new pans and buying new pans. Now, something that my mother imparted on me is to not put your pots and pans in the dishwasher, but honestly, it doesn't really hurt it to go in the dishwasher, because yeah, it's super hot water in there, but it's not any hotter than the fire on the stove or from the oven or anything. So really, as long as you make sure that everything's dried properly and they don't rust, then you don't have to worry about putting any of your pots or pans in the dishwasher, as long as they say it's dishwasher safe. So just a couple little tips from your girl. Okay guys, so our water is boiling. So now what we're gonna do is get a spoon. Just get a spoon. Kind of get your rice in there. Guys, if you're using something packaged like rice or something like that and you don't know what's going on with it, you can look at the company website or anything. I'm just kind of going to stir this around a bit. So what I like to do is take the actual cooking instructions and tape them to my container. So yeah, you stir in the rice, reduce the heat, and you cover it for about 15 minutes. According to this rice's package. So we have 16 minutes on our chicken, so we'll just need 15 on our rice. 15 minutes, and then we should be able to serve. So we'll be back. Okay guys, so this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we have some good recipes coming up, and we're gonna try our first non-dinner recipe, which is cool. It's gonna contain blueberries and cream cheese and pastry dough, basically. So we're looking forward to that. They're really tasty and really good. They have a little glaze on them. They're delicious. Oh my gosh. And so yeah, I look forward to that, and I hope y'all do too. Okay guys, so our rice is ready. So now we're just waiting on the chicken. I fluffed it a little bit with a spoon and then just covered it back up. That way it doesn't get cold. So we have about 4-ish minutes on the chicken left, and then we'll be able to eat. So I know I mentioned that I'm making frozen vegetables with this just because I don't have the fresh ones to make. So I just used the store brands, frozen vegetables. You put them in the microwave upside down and you cook them for like 6.5 minutes and they're done. So by the time these are done, the chicken will be done, the rice is ready, and we can just all put it all together. Okay guys, so our chicken is done. So we are just going to ooh, it's very good. Just pull it off of the pan here. Oh my. So maybe with 4 pieces, you don't cook it 25 minutes, maybe just 20, but no matter, it's okay. So, okay, so here is the final product, our chicken that's cooked in garlic honey sauce stuff. That's pretty damn good. So we're just waiting on our veggies and then we can get to eating supper. Okay guys, so our veggies are done steaming in the oven. So I just put some butter in the bottom of the bowl. I'm just gonna kind of stir this around, melt that butter. Leo, go on, dog. We will feed you in just a minute, okay, baby? Go. Go, go, go. Thank you. We're just gonna keep stirring until that butter melts and gets all over these veggies, because, y'all, it's butter. Okay, so once the butter's melted, I get just a little bit of seasoned salt and sprinkle it on there. Leo, I swear. Okay, about that much. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. So just gonna stir that around, make sure everything gets coated evenly with it. Now we can eat. Okay guys, so here we have it. We have our honey and garlic chicken, our steamed veggies, and our jasmine rice. Y'all enjoy. Let's eat.